Starting today, there is a way to perform a rental inspection as it should be done, either on your iPad or Android tablet. Chapps Inspector represents a well-rounded approach, without the need to compromise or even improvise. The smart user interface and the interactivity ensure for a fast and accurate intake. You can work more efficiently and save precious time. Choose Chapps and choose to be smart, fast, and accurate. A tablet is the perfect tool for performing inspections. With a tablet, you can easily evaluate elements and note issues. You can take pictures and add sketches to illustrate certain situations. And the best part, you can settle an inspection immediately with the tenant. You can sign it on the tablet and instantly generate a PDF report all on location. No post-processing necessary. But of course, you need an app that is trustworthy, easy to use, and one that fully integrates the process of inspections. So we created an app that does all of that. This is our pledge to you. Using Chapps Inspector means working a lot faster, mainly because there is no need for post-processing. A lot cheaper, because there is no production cost for the PDF report. And working faster means working cheaper too. More reliably, which is crucial in case of litigations. More structured, this means more precise and more detailed. And this is invaluable for, say, organizing maintenance. More professionally, your company image will benefit due to this professional way of working and reporting. We are going to demonstrate how the unique design and care we put into this app makes all of this possible. By the end of this video, you will understand how Chapps Inspector changes the way you work. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Chapps works with a step-by-step approach based on the natural flow of your inspection work. It also makes full use of the rental cycle. You start by creating an object, an assignment. Then use checklists, evaluate different rooms, utilities and elements, take notes of issues, determine and budget damages, check and discuss everything in the summary list, confirm and sign, and finally, generate a finished report. Now let's have a look at how Chapps Inspector helps you improve every single step. Creating a new assignment is easy. Enter the address and choose the appropriate walkthrough list. We've equipped the app with the most up-to-date residence and property types and created detailed walkthrough checklists for most of the different types of objects. You can also start a checklist from scratch. Indicate what type of inspection you wish to perform. For example, move in, intermediate check, or move out. You can see all your assignments in the assignment list. They are either marked as in progress or completed. Assignments are made by you in the app or come from your manager. With the sync button, you can get the latest updated assignment list. Before we continue, I want to point out one more feature. With the map view, you can instantly see the in-progress inspections displayed on a map, so you can directly organize your route. As you will soon see, the amount of information our app contains is quite incredible, and we made sure you never get lost. But we didn't just stop there. We wanted all this information within reach without the need to search or scroll, ever. So let's start with our unique dynamic interface. The Chapps Inspector interface is divided into two parts. Left is the walkthrough checklist. This contains everything that needs to be checked or evaluated: rooms, floors, equipment, documents, keys, meters, elements, and so on. On the right-hand side is the detail page, which is different depending on the kind of component you choose on the left side. Easy, right? Now, let's have a look at how to navigate. Our sophisticated tree structure enables you to navigate swiftly. Simply tap to open and close different levels, and the structure automatically alters itself to fit the window. I'm sure you can see just how unique this is. You don't have to scroll through endless lists to find something. All the information is literally at your fingertips with one single tap. Markings help you spot finished elements and spaces. You can also indicate issues that require your attention. As you can see, navigating is very easy. You can quickly jump from general overview into detail mode. You maintain a clear overview at all times, thanks to intelligent markings, and the info you need is just a tap away. And one more thing, during the inspection, you can alter and adjust your checklist. You can add, delete, or edit elements, element groups, and spaces. You can even create your own walkthrough checklist from scratch. When you start the inspection, the first page on the right-hand side contains all the details of the execution: object, type of assignment, names of the tenant and landlord, the possibility to assign a representative, access information, and circumstances. Now, we get to the real core strength of our app. As you know, a housing inspection can and should be highly detailed. But going into depth costs time. Chapps Inspector allows you to go into depth and still work quickly. So what's our secret? We prepared the detailing for you. We packed the app with pre-filled fields, intelligent options, and lists based on extensive field research. The amount of detail you can achieve in no time is incredible. And this not only goes for objects like doors, but also for rooms, floors, windows. In fact, for every component on the left side, there is a distinct detail page on the right side. Now, I bet you're thinking, how do you keep track of your work? Easy. Pay attention to these markings. Every finished evaluation is marked. Like this, you quickly see what you have done and what you can still do. So, with Chapps Inspector, you can go into as much depth as you want to, and thanks to our highly detailed pre-made checklists, it takes you no time to do so. I want to point out that it's not always necessary to work in full detail. In fact, you decide yourself how detailed you want to go. Use the compact view for a quick evaluation, but know that the full detail page is just one tap away. What you don't fill in won't appear in the final report, so don't worry about empty sets. Work fast if you can, and in detail if you have to. Pictures and situational sketches are absolutely invaluable to a report. With Chapps, adding pictures to a report is as easy as, well, taking one. Simply tap the icon and take the picture. It's automatically inserted in the right place and will be exported to the final report. Sometimes you want to sketch out a situation. We'll simply tap and draw. Now, when you're working on an inspection based on a previous inspection and you add a new picture to it, those new pictures will be marked with a blue dot. So you can easily see which pictures are the old ones and which are the new ones. Another key element in performing an inspection is spotting damages or issues and making a correct and useful registration. Chapps Inspector lets you register issues and damages in full detail. First, indicate the type of issue, then determine accountability, landlord or tenant, note to do, follow-up or urgency. Here, you can also assign a handyman or contractor to a certain job. To estimate the damage cost, you can even use pricing tables. Add any comments you might have to finish the notation. Each issue is marked with an exclamation mark, so you can quickly see where the issues are. We already mentioned that Chapps takes the rental cycle into account. Your inspection is built upon the data of the former inspection. Besides speeding up the detailing, this also gives you a very objective view on the situation. So perhaps the best feature when it comes to issues is that for each issue there is a history of former notations, including pictures. There is no need to search through piles of previous reports to compare the state of the issue, to see whether it's fixed or not. It's right there. By now, you should be getting the idea of working more efficiently with Chapps Inspector. Now you know about the intuitive navigation and incredibly fast way to detail features, including taking pictures and making sketches. Let's speed up the workflow even more. Because Chapps Inspector makes use of the rental cycle, you don't have to start from scratch when performing consecutive inspections of the same object. You build upon previous data. Imagine the time you gain with that. Another way to work faster is to use the compact mode when possible. Of course, you can copy-paste elements, element groups, and even complete rooms to avoid inputting similar information. This saves you a lot of time. We took this even further with our Use as Standard feature. Here, you can set a standard for an element. For example, rather than describing 28 similar doors, use one as standard, and the rest goes automatically with the possibility to adjust when needed. Similarly, you can work with reference objects. Use this feature, for example, when you have similar flats or houses to inspect. Create one reference object and work from there. Like this, you avoid endless inputting of similar data. Finally, you can do simultaneous intakes of move out and move in inspections. I'm sure you can see just how powerful these features are in working as productively as you can. We've talked about issue notation, how you can easily describe issues, estimate damage costs, and even follow up on their history. All issues are grouped in a summary list, which is accessible at all times. This list gives you a quick overview of the issues and lets you move back and forth quickly to the issue details. This means it's very easy to notify issues and adjust them when necessary. Just jump from list to detail and back. The issue list allows you to be completely transparent towards the tenant or the landlord and make changes when needed. There is a to-do list for both landlord and tenant, so they know what is expected from them. We also provide a job list, which contains all the jobs you assign to a handyman or a contractor. Also, on this page, you can go for a direct settlement with the tenant. You can adjust the calculated total if needed, you can comment on the settlement, and add predefined clauses or phrases. So the issue list allows you to modify issues when needed and supports a practical and transparent interaction between tenant and landlord. When all parties have agreed on the issue list, you can proceed to the next step, confirmation. When completing an inspection, you can add specific clauses and agreements. Chapps Inspector provides all the necessary tools to finish the report on the spot. You can sign directly on the tablet, no need for a printout. Of course, it can happen that a party refuses to sign. This can simply be marked. After signing, an encrypted PDF report is generated. As an executor, you decide on how you want to complete the inspection. Confirm the inspection as executor, choose which reports and lists you want to generate, choose to send the reports immediately or at a later date or time. You might opt for this if you are waiting for payment or if the report needs post-processing. You know, a reliable report is the basis for a correct settlement with the tenant. It's also essential for organising necessary maintenance. The entire inspection is converted into an accurate and detailed report. Although it's possible, no further editing is necessary. All pictures and sketches will be placed automatically with the corresponding elements and spaces. You can even personalise the report by adding your own logo and house style elements. We have created reports for all occasions: the start or end of a rental agreement, an intermediate checkup, damage assessment, registration, renovation, and repairs. Each situation has a specific workflow and a report that matches that. A report from Chapps Inspector is reliable, accurate, and detailed. We've seen how Chapps Inspector enhances your entire workflow. Chapps Inspector is fully supported by Chapps Manager, a back-end application that you access and control on any browser. There are some situations in which you would use the Manager to do some post-processing, as an organizing tool, or to customize the app. So let's take a closer look. The manager is needed if you want to do some post-processing. Here, you can edit the inspections and create new reports. You can also create an appendix if you need to process comments or remarks of both tenant and landlord after receiving the report. The manager can also be used as a powerful organizing tool. With the manager, you can create, allocate, and follow up assignments of different inspectors. Make job lists and work orders and plan them using the agenda. You can consult inspection documents and data needed for maintenance. You can also set up quality controls and standards and monitor the inspection work efficiently thanks to the Chrono function. It's a complete organizing tool that can even be integrated in your back office thanks to our extended API. Last but not least, with the manager, you can fully customize Chapps Inspector. This goes beyond just changing the look and feel to match your visual corporate style. You can practically change everything. You can create your own specific walkthrough checklists, set up detailing lists, alter texts or clauses, add your own contractor lists and pricing tables. In short, you can customize Chapps Inspector to your visual style, but also to your corporate voice. I want to point out that you don't have to use the manager. Chapps Inspector, the app, is fully operational and instantly ready to start working. Use the manager as a back-end application. We've gone over the basic features of Chapps Inspector, the most well-rounded inspection app available. It's so complete that it changes the way you perform inspections with just one app. We've shown you how smart the workflow is, how fast the input of data goes, and what a professional and reliable report you generate in the end. The unique design, the details and care we have given Chapps Inspector makes all of that possible. Now, there's just one more thing for you to do. Install Chapps Inspector for free. Test it, use it, and see it in action. Be smart, fast, and accurate.